Hello YouTube, Boysays here, and today I will be guiding you on how to play the Cultist comp in TFT Set for patch 10.19. It is one of the S tier comps right now. It's always doing really good. There is many variations of it, and it's very flexible depending on the lobby, which is also another reason why it's doing so well. It is actually not just put all the Cultist unit on the board and that's it. It has some more depth to it because you have to get there. And just having the units just as it is not going to be enough to carry you. However, if you're smart enough and follow my instructions, you should be able to climb very smoothly. So please like and subscribe if you enjoy this video. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about this comp or any other comps. You can also ask in my Discord where you have the link down below as well. But here it goes. So there's many things that we need to talk about. Of course, if you get a chosen Cultist, please don't sell it. Just don't think about anything else. Buy the Cultist, upgrade them, level to 8 as soon as possible. Okay, that's really important. I will get to it later why. But you need also to find who is going to be a carry. Why? Because you can have Kalista as a carry or Jhin as a carry. So the idea here is to get 6 Cultists online as soon as possible and then finding all the other Cultist unit and have some small synergies waiting for the 9 Cultists to happen. You have many ways to do so. It's also depending on your carry. So let's say you have a lot of bows with your first carousel or anything like that. Even though I recommend going sword for it. Sword is super contested. If you can get a bow, it's fine. Let's say if you get a lot of bows, you should prioritize your Kalista as a carry. If you have Kalista as a carry, Duelist is really good on her. The best duelist by far is definitely Listen. Before that, you can have something like Xane or something like that to support the Kalista so she's able to kill everything. Those two items are the best on her by far. If you go for Kalista carry, you need to have those two items, okay? Nothing else matters. If you don't get those two items, you're not gonna get to level 8 strong enough and you will be behind and you cannot get the zillion on time most likely. So if you do get all of those, please consider those two items first, and then it really doesn't matter. You can get a Guardian Angel, another Rage Blade, Statics, you name it. Any other AD or attack speed item will do it. However, if you do get a lot of swords, which can happen, I really recommend going for Jhin as your carry because it will be doing more damage and will be more consistent. So if you do go for Jhin as a carry, you don't need Listen. So all you have to do is make sure that you have a solid front line. So it will depend on your hobby. If you see a lot of magic damage, don't push in. If you see that there is a lot of AD or anything like that, Vanguards, right? Here. Vanguards with Sejuani, Atrox, you need to just scout for your lobby. That's pretty much it. You can even have also, before finding those, Jinx to have Sharpshooter with your Jhin. Now if we're talking about Jhin items, there is many like combos that are really good. As of now, I really like Guardian Angel Giant Slayer. Giant Slayer, especially right now, is really good because there's a lot of comps that relies on brawlers. and Brawlers, Giant Slayers destroy them because it's percentage of max HP. So really good item. If you can't have it, that's fine. I really like also IE Last Whisper for the Jhin. It will be doing a ton of damage. Okay, so that's basically the idea of the comp, right? You need to scout. Maybe you can dump Sejuani for Vanguards and more CC frontline. If you see there's a lot of AP damage, you give Mystic to everyone. And then depending if you get a lot of bows, you go Kalista carry with a Duelist to make sure she gets more attack speed. Or you can go for Jhin carry with her Jinx or additional frontline to protect the Jhin. So that's the idea. Now, you need to be able to get there as soon as possible, meaning you need to level 8 as soon as possible. So once you have found your Cultist chosen, you don't need to think. You go 50 gold, you buy all the Cultists you saw. If you don't find any, you press the level button. That's it. Nothing else matters. You need to go level 8, and you need to go level 8 with a lot of gold to be able to find the Zillion. Once you get the 9 Cultists, you will have another big power spike. Maybe you can go to 9 and add another synergy that you had to put off because you wanted the 9 Cultists. As soon as you get the Zillion, you need to dump the Shen, Sejuani, or whatever you have, by the way, to go 9 Cultists. It will be stronger. Now, let's see for a version of 6 Cultists. So let me explain here. Let's say we don't have chosen Cultist, right? You can still go, depending on your carry, of course. For 6 Cultists, you can do something like this. That's 6 Cultists, right? So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you're at level 7. Even if you don't have a Kalista carry, you can still have the Jhin, same as before. You can do IE Last Whisper, doesn't matter. So now the only thing that matters is having a little more synergies, right? The good synergies that I really like, if you can, of course, because it's really dependent, is having Adept Mystic. And for that combo, you have Aurelia for the Adept, and Mystic will be placed for the Zillion. Before that, you can get Janna. It doesn't really matter. Janna is good. But you will need to sub in for the Zillion. Zillion is always going to be better than the Janna. Okay. Something else that you can do if you see that there is a lot of AD comp is going for the Vanguards, and Sejuani is one of the best Vanguards in the game. It will CC almost the entire team if they are grouped. Then a Galio can knock them out. Your Jhin or your Kalista should have enough time to kill it. If you already have those front lines right here, all you need to do is support your carries. If you have Kalista carry with a lot of bows, you add in a duelist, such as Listen. If you have Jhin as a carry, well, it would be great to have some ricochet damage, right? Teemo is great, also for the blind, that's why I like him. It's a CC that can help a few times to let your Galio alive or any of your team members online. So it depends on what items you get for your carries. But, as you can see, you can still have a pretty good comp without choosing Cultist and going 6 Cultists instead. Of course, this version is a little worse than the 9 Cultists because the Supreme Galio is insane. It covers the entire map when it knocks out. It has 600 AD. It's really strong, right? Once you have found all of this, you add the Zillion instead of the Twisted Fate, and you have Mystic with the Shen. But that is it for this comp, guys. It's pretty straightforward. This version, if you get chosen Cultist, just don't hesitate, just go for it. You should be having 9 Cultists at level 8 after rolling down to find the Zillion. Once you find the Zillion, you don't think that you need to stop rolling. You can go level 9, adding a Mystic, adding a Vanguard depending on the lobby, make sure your Djinn is protected, and you should be good to go. If you don't find a chosen Cultist, you should be able to go for something like this. If you have Kalista carry, you add a Lee Sin. If you have a Djinn, you add a Teemo. Something like Vanguard or Mystic is really good too. It all depends on your lobby and your carry. But that is it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know again if you have any questions down in the comments or in my Discord. I will be glad to answer those. But until then, I will see you guys next time.